What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? It's your man Disco 100. I'm faded like hell up top. Okay, there I go. What's up? Let me cut these lights on, man. We got Brooklyn Finest in the building. I got my host Quasar in the building, y'all. We doing this double trouble Sundays. Today's Sunday, right? Yeah. What's up, Q? What's going on? Your mic ain't on. Cut your mic on. Go ahead, talk now. Talk.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, y'all? This Quasar. What's up?
Hold on, you gonna get mad? You don't want to cut the mic on and get mad at me?
Nah,
You
I'm
good?
just trying to
You
make sure
good?
we good.
So
We
you look.
live? We live, baby.
Yeah, you gonna get your little inch unit on. I ain't the one ain't cut your mic on. You ain't cut your mic on.
All
And
right.
Brooklyn, you know, she doing what she do. A little history about me and Brooklyn. We fights all the time, first of all.
Lord Jesus.
And we've been knowing each other about 6-7 years now, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I met Brooklyn. She came on tell me how we met, Brooklyn. You know, people think I'm lying all the time.
Okay, so real quick, so you guys know how we met. So I am a retired model currently at this time, and I got invited to be on Disco's radio show. And it was a comedy show. So I went on. It was dope. It was funny. Everybody, I'm sitting there like, oh, I'm laughing, kiki. And at the end of the show, Disco was like, hey, how would you like to come and host the show? I said, well, first of all, I ain't a comedian. That's for one. And two, I don't know nothing about radio. He was like, I'm going to teach you. So when it's time to do my first show, he took me to Waffle House, sat me down. 10 minutes. I had a whole, this how you do it, this what you press, this what you don't do. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to remember this. He said, yes, you are. You got it. And I did the show. It was great. We had a dope staff. Everybody was hilarious. We used to call Disco the Mad Cuban. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because he always was venting
That's fitting.
Had
about
that change.
life.
Had that change. I'm still.
Still the man.
Still,
Ain't nothing
still
to
bad Cuban, right?
Yeah.
So he's the one that really kicked off my career. A lot of y'all, if you don't know me on Instagram, Brooklyn's Finest 347, I always talk about my story, how I got in radio, because people always ask me, how you got in radio? I said, Disco 100. He was the one that put me on, taught me the game, and 6 years later, I got my own radio station, and I'm doing big things on, getting ready, got a new TV show on Roku TV, just like similar to Love and Hip Hop, but it's radio.
Oh yeah,
Love.
that's what's up.
Love and radio.
Yes.
So yeah, shouts out to Disco.
Appreciate it. I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad sis, big sis in the building, man. And like I said, I'm proud of you. I see your grind.
Thank you.
You always been confident. That's never no
No,
secret.
of course.
But me and Quasar, we new to this as far as tag teaming, so we gonna do the best we can today. Get to know you a little better.
Okay, cool.
And ask a couple of questions. I won't do a lot of freestyling because I think we just naturally freestyle people.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So all that scripted stuff we really ain't on. But real quick, tell everybody, I'm gonna start off Q. Tell everybody, Brooklyn, well, that's a dumb question. Where you from? What made you move here? And how long you been here? And, you know, stuff like that.
Okay, well, of course, you guys know I'm from Brooklyn. I've been living in Atlanta now 29 years. I moved here when I was 19, so to tell y'all my age, I'll be 47 this year.
That's what's up.
I have been in different, it's so crazy how my life is here, because when I first moved here, I was young, I had no knowledge of nothing in Atlanta, but I'm a visionary person. I see things and I go for it. I've never been scared to step out on faith. I've never been scared to take a chance. It's just me leaping out and trusting God in everything that I do. I had retired from modeling, but then I met 365 Photography Brooklyn, and he kind of told me he saw something. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of too old for the game, and I can't keep up with the young girls. And he saw something, and then we took a picture. It came out dope, and it just kind of went through the roof, and it kind of sparked a new career that I had been in banking for 15 years. I was kind of tired of the corporate world, and I wanted to do something different. So I stepped out on the face, left my job, and my first career was becoming a licensed dealer. So I'm a broker. I've been doing that for 8 years now. I sell cars, exclusive motorsports. Everybody know me in the auction game. That's just what I do. My second game period started back reaching into modeling. But I realized this is not me. I'm not happy with that.
Why not the modeling?
Anything I tell people that you want to do, you got to have a passion for it, because that's what's going to make you go hard. If you don't have a passion for anything that you're choosing to do in your career or your life, you might as well just stick to what you've been doing and you're comfortable in. Because I don't chase money, I chase the dream. The dream is going to get the money, the dream is going to bring everything else. But if you chase money first, it's never going to be successful, and it's never going to balance you out. But if you chase your dream, trust me and believe me, I am a true testimonial. It will happen, but only in God's timing. You know what I'm saying? So I just believe in the law of attraction. I believe in manifesting my future, visualizing what's going to happen. I always knew even 9, 10 years ago that I was meant to be here. I just at that time, God felt like I wasn't ready. I don't think I was secure enough within myself. But once I just started to trust in God and step out on faith, when I tell you my life has changed, just by trusting Him and knowing that He got me, even when it comes to money and financial things, I still try not to let that just discourage me, because I know at the end of the day, it's only happening because somebody out there don't like where I'm going. So they just wish it bad upon me. But what God got for you, no man or no woman can stop. Always understand and respect that.
And that's on Sunday, y'all. We take offerings too, y'all.
Okay.
We know y'all cash out. We take cash out for that blessing and offering. You got anything for a Q?
Yes, Brooklyn, I want to ask you, because you spoke on some things that first and foremost, I truly appreciate. Even seeing a black woman with the kind of hustle and drive that you have,
Appreciate it.
I just feel like a lot of women, they don't have the confidence, or they don't have the courage to step out and do something outside. When you take that safety net from the bottom, a lot of people kind of tremble. So, growing up in Brooklyn, like, what did you go through to get you to the point where you have that kind of confidence, when you can come off like as if you're not afraid to do it?
I won't say it had anything to do with Brooklyn, because when I left Brooklyn, I was 12.
Yeah.
And then I moved to California. My mother moved us to California, and I stayed in California from 12 to 19. How I found out about Atlanta, I was hustling in them streets. I'm a hustler by heart. I'm BK all day. I'm getting them streets. It might be a little dirty.
Right.
It might not be clean at all times, but trust me, I'm gonna catch the bag. And I actually, I hate to say this, but God forgive me, I hustled some weight from California to Georgia, and we drove. I was 19 years old. Some bad things happened during that time, but it was a testimonial that I needed to go.
Somebody said stand up.
Huh?
Go ahead.
You want me to stand up?
Somebody
I'm
said
gonna
stand-
jack
Yeah, they want all that. They want all. They want all the
I
smoke.
ain't gotta go through this.
Yeah.
We do this in our lives.
Yeah, they want all the smoke. They want the jacket off. They want everything. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Period.
There it is.
Body language fun, baby. Don't get it confused.
There it is.
That's your gangster.
Okay, trying to check my gates because I got my jacket zipped. I'm being professional on Sunday.
That's
Look.
But yeah, no, long story short, I just it took me to trust myself, because I always knew I was an attractive chick. That part I never had any doubt in. But as far as confidence and doing everything, I lost my husband 13 years ago from brain cancer. And I had 2 children at the time. My young son was 6 months and my daughter was 7. He died at home. So that was the most discouraging thing that I think I ever went through in my life. But he told me before he died, no matter what, don't ever depend on nobody. You got this. Trust what's inside of your heart. Trust what's in what God has put upon your brain, and just keep hustling. And I never look back. Never, ever, ever. From that moment on when he passed away, I never look back. I've been going 100 miles an hour. I feel like I won't sleep when I'm dead, but I want to be one of them black women that all these young girls are growing up with. Generation X is horrible. I want them to look up to me and be like, damn, she did that.
Yes.
She got like 5 businesses and she ain't asking no God for nothing, and she hustling and grinding. I'm very hands-on on all my businesses. Down to the mechanic shop, picking up parts, you know what I'm saying, down to the body language spa, packing, doing labels, everything, down to the dealership, smelling pipes underneath cars. I'm very hands-on. If you know me personally with my government name, you know I'm a hustler.
Yeah, you threw me off to cut you off real quick when I first came to your spot. All the time I've been knowing you kept saying what you did. I'm like, man, this boy ain't touching no damn tools and oil changes. And I be there when I pulled up, you was messing with a damn car.
Damn.
I say this. And she wasn't putting the tag on the damn thing. She was actually doing something to the car with a ring. Yeah. And I never would have thought, man. I know we all, I ain't gonna say she put on, but we all know sometimes people just say stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I pulled up on you, but I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, people clout chase all day.
Yeah.
Trust me.
So speaking of that, how hard has it, us being men here, when you go to these auctions, how challenging is it for you to get the respect that you there for legit business as a businesswoman, not just for your looks to get the deal or get the first bid? I mean,
Now, not
Okay.
at all. But again, I'm 8 years into it.
Okay.
When I first started, remember, nobody trained me. Nobody gave me the knowledge. I used to go to the auction and raise my hand. They would look right through me, past me, and go to the guy. I'm like, bro, I know I had my hand up to bid on this car, but I had to prove myself on what it is that I was trying to accomplish. But it took them to see me smelling pipes, getting underneath cars, feeling the vibration of it, checking the power steering, checking all that. And they was just like, oh, you really know cars. That was the purpose of me getting into the mechanic world, so I could know what I'm purchasing. But a lot of people thought this was a man business. Oh, your man got the money. Your man's a dope man, and he's just trying to cover up clean money. I'm like, bro, you better check them credentials. It says my government name. I cashed out for this business. But now, no matter where I go, if you're in the dealer world, they know me. They call me Blondie. They're like, oh, what's up, Blondie? You be at the desk, don't you? But it took a long time to earn that respect. But now it's more and more and more women in the game doing it, which I respect. But what I don't respect is the women that standing there watching your man. Don't stand there and watch your man. You need to be hands-on.
Yeah.
Because if anything go wrong, you got to be able to pick up the pieces and move forward. So that's why I said at the end of the day, I don't depend on anybody to handle my business. I do what I'm supposed to do for me.
That's where you say that because I had a young lady approach me the other day that she had a flat tire. And she asked me, and I took it personal, but not personal towards her. She asked me, I know how to change the tire.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what we doing? You got grown men.
Change the tire. That's what you should have said.
Nah, I mean, you got grown men out there that don't know how to change the damn tire.
That's true, though.
Yeah.
That's very true.
And that made me think like, damn, that's bad, that bad out there?
Yeah. You got to understand, Generation X feels they feel like we owe them something. I'm like, bro, you ain't been through slavery.
Yeah. No.
I ain't even been through slavery. What are you talking? My daughter's 21, and when I tell you, my fault because I have spoiled her dramatically.
Yeah, I heard.
She is
Trust me.
She's she feel like entitlement. Like you supposed to. I said, boo, you is 21. Mommy's cutoff time was 18. Yeah. You now fully an adult. I don't have to do absolutely. You consider anything you do, you go to jail.
So it's been 7 years because I was 14.
Yeah, 21. My son is 15, and my youngest is now 7.
Yeah, he was, damn.
Time has moved. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was like 7, 8 years old, I think.
But let me tell you, I'll never have another kid again in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, you said that.
I'm telling you, that's one way it be out. I'm like, Jesus, why did it swallow? Why did it swallow, Jesus?
Oh my God.
You could have just baby. And it's a PG show. I'm sorry.
No, we good. No, we
I
don't.
know this is Sunday, y'all. But
You know my name on it ain't no PG show.
if y'all know Brooklyn, this mouth has no filter. I keep it 100 and gangsta.
It's the new Sunday's best, I guess, right?
Period.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I wanted to ask you. You are very fit. You take care of yourself, obviously. What kind of fitness regimen are you on? Like, how do you stay
I'm
in
glad
shape?
you asked that.
Yeah.
I have a body contouring company.
Okay.
So that's what we do.
Then you fixing cars and bodies.
Period. Look, I'm chasing everything right now.
Yo, fixing everything.
Shout out to Body Language
Right.
Spa because it was definitely beauty is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Between women getting their bodies done, the BBLs, the tummy tucks, their breasts done, everything. But a lot of people can't afford $10,000 to $20,000 to get their body done. So what we basically do is body contouring. And if you can see everybody right now is doing body contouring. It's lipo laser, it's a butt enhancement, it's skin tightening, a little everything. But this right here gives you the option to work on your body at a lower price, way lower than what you would pay in plastic surgery. It's non-invasive, it's non-surgical, it's pain-free. I tell people when they come up, we've been doing pop-ups. We just did 2 pop-ups in Atlanta that sold out. We got a pop-up in Charlotte on March 27th and 28th that's now sold out. We coming back to Atlanta the 29th and the 30th, which now that's sold out. We got classes in New York on the 17th of April and Charlotte. Like, we're doing phenomenal things because you see transformation immediately within the first session of the butt enhancement, which is the vacuum, and your skin tightening. You'll notice a big difference. And I wish I could show y'all a video of the before and after, but I'll send it to Disco, and he'll show you guys exactly the procedures. But it's wonderful. But just like in anything in life, if you get your hair done, you got a maintenance. When you get plastic surgery, you got a maintenance. Same thing with body couture. I will. We also have a detox tea that helps clean you out. That's really, really good for you. But it helps you poop.
Yeah.
And understand people, women, a lot of women don't understand that when you got that fupa in the front, even men, that ain't nothing but waste.
Yes.
That needs to come out.
Okay.
So this detox tea will help you poop at least 4 to 5 or 6 times a day.
Yeah.
And you'll notice a big difference.
Important.
And if you drink right, I drink nothing but water. I drink green tea in the morning, my detox tea at night, water all in between. I don't eat any more red meat. And I train my diet and I work out every day.
Just water only?
Just water only. Even when I eat meals, I don't drink anything but tea or water. Like, I'm so trained now that my body doesn't want a cold drink anymore. It wants a warm tea, and I only drink room temperature water. That's better for a lot of people. They don't realize. It's tough for you?
Pray for me. I mean, I am trying so hard to get to this water thing. I mean,
No, trust me.
But Kim, you stay in the gym all the time. I thought you drink water on
Well, what I do is a lot of time I do the flavor water. I cut sugar out tremendously. So what I'm doing is I do the 0 calorie, the 0 sugar. Yeah, those are energy drinks. I do those, and I do water, the flavored water a lot of times. But just regular water. I do it, but I don't do it enough. Is what I'm saying.
Trust me, I had to practice drinking water. I don't like water.
Yeah.
I didn't drink water for years. People don't understand, like, how are you not drinking water? But it's the cheap water that works for me.
Okay.
Like the Kroger water and the Deer Park water.
Yeah.
That Fiji crap, that tastes horrible.
Vasat, what is it called?
All that. All that water don't, to me,
Vasat.
you spending $10 on water, let me tell you something. You get you a nice spring water.
How about
You good.
alkaline? Is it alkaline? Am I saying that right?
Alkaline is good for you. I just don't like the taste. And people are like, how does water have a taste? Water has a taste.
There's
Chemicals.
minerals in it.
Yes. So I unfortunately like the Kroger water, which is my store brand water, or Deer Park. And I like Dasani too. Those are the only 3 waters you'll ever see me drinking.
So what do you see Brooklyn's Finest at in the future?
Oh.
Like, let's go 5 years.
Okay, before we go 5 years, let me give y'all a testimony real quick.
Yeah, give me that testimony.
Me and my business partner, shouts out to Sonia for Body Language Spa. She came into Atlanta when we had our pop-up last weekend. We went to JJ's Chicken and Fish over there on Metropolitan, right? Because I call it the crack spot. So I said, girl, I got to take you to the crack spot. So we went over there and we were sitting, waiting for our food. We had already ordered it. This man came in the store and he was just like, he kind of looked homeless, but he didn't. But he was just talking and da-da-da-da-da. They called him Birdman. He said, Will Smith came looking for me. And I'm like, bruh, really? Will Smith came? He pulled up his Instagram page and you saw Will Smith on his video. So I'm looking for the Birdman, the man that makes noise with his mouth.
Yeah.
It sounds like an alarm clock or a alarm for your car.
I know what you're saying.
And I was just like, what? And Will Smith was looking for him, found him on Metropolitan and did a whole little conversation with him and posted it on his page. So I was like, oh, wow, this really happened to you. That's a blessing.
Yes.
The man just started talking to everybody. Then he just stopped and turned to me. He said, you are a woman of integrity and you are a boss. God got some plans for you. You are going to be at the top of your, this went on for an hour. He had my business partner crying. He told us things that don't nobody know.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. God sends people in vessels that you would never expect. He even told me, as far as he said, it was either last year or this year, you gave somebody some money that was in dire need. And I'm like, I know exactly what it's talking about. I was at the gas station at Kroger, and a homeless man was coming through with a shopping cart pulling all the trash because I guess he was looking for food. He asked me for he said your car was beautiful, because I was driving my Maserati at the time. He said, your car is beautiful. I said, thank you. He said, you're a beautiful woman. I said, thank you. He said, you think you can help me out? And I said, unfortunately, I don't have anything, because I only move when God touches me.
Okay.
I won't give a homeless person just money. God gotta give me that touch or that nudge.
Yeah.
And when I feel it, then I automatically give it to you.
Yeah.
Long story short, he walked away. I got in my car, and all of a sudden, God just started shugging me. I was like, really? I was just talking to him. I could have just gave him the money, then God. He was like, go give him some money. I got in my car. I looked around. He was gone just that fast. I was like, how fast do you move with a cart? Right. So I'm looking right through the parking lot. I don't see him. I get on the street, and I'm getting on Wesley Chapel Drive, and I see him all the way to the right. I beeline, almost got some cars that hit me to get to him. Stop traffic in the street, rolled the window down. I said, here you go. I said, sir, here. He said, well, thank you. He said, God told you to do that, didn't he? I said, amen. He sure did. He said, you are very blessed, and you're going to continue to be blessed. And I drove off. But this man was telling me things about my life that nobody knows. Telling me that, God, you are going to be great. told me, you got a lot of cars. You like expensive jewelry.
Okay.
You like to travel. Don't nobody know that
You
unless
got
you know.
specific, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And this at home, he ain't never seen me a day in his life. So I know God got plans for me. I manifested before I got over here sitting on the toilet. Praying to God.
Says I didn't want to picture you on no goddamn.
Right.
I was sitting on the toilet detoxing this morning,
Look.
period, okay? And
Dropping bombs like flex.
okay. But I see myself where God got me destined to be, wherever that's supposed to be. But I definitely am going to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
I give myself between now and the next 3 years to definitely be a millionaire. My plan is to open up a few more businesses. I'm trying to open up a demolition
Put that mic up
company
again.
now.
I'm sorry, brother. Keep falling down.
I'm sorry.
No, it's on me. My bad.
I'm looking to open up a demolition company now and a trucking company within the next year.
Okay.
So I plan on doing some big things.
All right, you good, Q?
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I wanted to ask, as far as being in Atlanta, do you feel like it's pretty lucrative? The businesses, like, first of all, what you doing before you got here? You said you've been here for a while already, huh?
29
Oh,
years.
you've been here for 29 years.
Yes.
Okay, you left Cali at that point.
I left
New York.
Cali when I was basically when did I leave California? When I was 18, 19.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so you've been here.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
I've been here longer than I've been in New York
Yeah.
or any place
Right.
else.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
So yeah.
So the pity pat what Q saying is, how hard is it for you to get business with competition with other women up in Atlanta?
Well, I don't consider other women competition. I'm not. I'm in my lane. You in yours, I'm in mine, and I focus on what I got going on. I encourage other women. I don't believe in the crabs in a bucket syndrome because there's a lot of that going on in Atlanta. I'm always wanting to help. When people ask me, how did you get in the radio? When people ask me, how do I get the body language part? People ask me how you got in the car business, I tell them. People are like, oh, you should charge for a class. Nah, that's just not something you charge. If you ask me, I'm going to give it to you.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not so many people trying to make $1 off of something. But if it's something technical like the body language part, that's very hands-on.
Yeah.
But to learn how to be a dealer, that's so simple. Like you don't have to do your research. It's a class that they give and they charge you. So why I'm going to charge you when they charge you for the same class to do the same thing? So I don't believe in charging people unnecessary money when I know at the end of the day that God wants us to share information. So I share it. So again, as far as competition with women, nah. But in Atlanta, this is the black Hollywood.
Yep.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you got $1 to dream in Atlanta, you will be definitely successful. But you got to have drive and you got to have hustle and you got to be aggressive. Because if you're not, it's 10,000 other women out here doing body contouring. There's 10,000 other women out here that's hustling like you, and they trying to do lashes or microblading or makeup or something. But what makes you stand out more than them? So I don't compete with other women. I'm not trying to see what you do to market against you. I'm staying in my lane because what God got for me, it no matter what you do, it ain't gonna change it.
From the first time I met you, of course you must sit you down, peace, all that good shit. But when I first met you, what got me was your personality. There's so many women out there who got the bodies, but they mouthpiece, they personality, it just brings them from a 10 to a 2. So I always respected that when I met you and knowing you for the 8-9 years I've ever known you, is that you always had that you gonna go like we done had our feud.
Right.
We don't win at it, but it was never to the point where you called me out your name.
Right.
Vice versa. It was always because we both alphas.
Right.
But you always kept yourself as a lady. Even
There
though
you go
off, but you still come back to a lady once you said what you said.
That's right.
So you had that on and off switch. And I always love that about you.
Mm-hmm.
And let's talk about the Super Bowl real quick. I seen, was it the Super Bowl, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I seen you was out there on stage. What was that about?
Well, if a lot of y'all don't know, I do radio, but I do have a distribution deal through Fubu Radio. So when I opened up my studio, they gave me a deal to be on their platform. Now, if y'all don't know who Fubu is, it's For Us By Us. They've been 20 years in the game selling clothes. Back in the day, the 5 black brothers, they did the damn thing. Well, now they have a radio station. The CEO is Keith Perrin. And he brought me aboard with the team. I actually met them through DJ Hercules on a live stream. And I went to one music festival back in 2019 before COVID hit. And I went to see Fubu. And when I tell you, it was about 5 broadband radio stations, V103, 95.5. They was all there. And Fubu was there, the one internet radio station. And when I tell you, this little small team from New York got every artist that came through an interview. had the other stations sitting on their butts. They just looking. I said, if I was the owner, all y'all be fired. They hustled, they grind, they moved together as a team, and they didn't back down from no interview. When I say that encouraged me so much, I'm like, hey, I'm here with this radio station that ain't giving me nothing. But this radio station is doing everything and above done. So I just liked how they moved. I reached out to Keith. I said, look, I would definitely like to be a part of your team because I just like the way y'all move. It's black structure, black owned, y'all doing it. Well, Keith took a couple of months to kind of respond to me. I guess he just thought I was just another pretty chick that was just not about her business. Correct. And I said, I'm going to open up my own radio station. You know, most women, like you said, they'll talk the talk but can't walk the walk. Right. So back in November of 2019, I made an announcement on Highly Unique Radio that I was leaving. That was my last show. And that I was going to open up my own radio station. And everybody laughed at me, thought I was playing. And I opened up my station in the heart of COVID. And we had our grand opening in August. And my station is beautiful, phenomenal. I gave my blood, sweat, and tears, pawned a Rolex for the studio.
Where's it located at?
In Union City.
Okay.
It's in Union City, right off of Flat Shoals Road. And that's how the deal became with me and Fubu Radio. So they gave me the distribution team. My actual studio is at the hub home now for Fubu Radio for Atlanta. And I did that and became that particular one. So when Fubu got invited to do Super Bowl. They had an old school concert where they had a Latin show, they had a comedy show, and then they had an old school hip hop with like Kwame, Dana Dane, Chubb Rock.
Your folks.
Right. Don't be funny. Your folks too, bro.
Your folks.
Okay.
You know, the most top folks, your folks.
And Lover and Moni Love.
Yep.
So when you guys saw me on stage, I was part of the midday shake, and me and DJ Hercules, and we was playing music. So it was a dope opportunity to be out there.
Yeah, you didn't put too much live. You just did the pictures, I think.
Yeah. I just posted one or two when they invited Fubu on stage and introduced us and introduced our shows. I definitely did post that, but no, I didn't. You know, you got enough that you needed to see. You should have been there, and then you saw the whole thing.
Well, yeah, I ain't got big money like you.
Cut it out.
I'm the one trying to raise $1 for the last 3 months for my platform, so I ain't got money like that. So did you actually watch the game?
No, we was only there literally to do that show, and I left Sunday morning.
And you wasn't worried about the COVID and all that stuff going on?
I mean,
but you was on stage though. You weren't around nobody.
Right, and it was the concert was at the West Shore Mall behind. Okay. It was in a parking lot, so everybody could stay in their cars.
Wow.
They could stay in their cars and they can
that's on me.
They could stay in their cars and they can watch it. But yeah, I wasn't really too much worried about it. I didn't go out to none of the events that day or that night. I stayed I was there from 11 a.m. till it ended at 12 o'clock. And then I went back to my hotel and I drove off Sunday morning and went back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I wasn't about to be in the midst of all of that stuff because COVID is still valid. So we're not about to do that.
That's what I'm trying to understand about. I got my cousin coming in town performing this weekend, but they wide open, man. It's like concerts everywhere this weekend.
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
And they were just talking about this on the radio. The governor was saying that, there will be no parties. I said, I don't know what radio station you listening to, sir, but
everybody. When
I had so many people ask me, can they rent my studio out for the weekend for All Star, and I was just like, I'm real funny about my stuff. My equipment that I paid for. I got security cameras everywhere in my studio. But it's the fact that I don't know who you are. I don't know who you bringing in here. I don't know what you bring into my studio. Yeah. And if I'm not in there to monitor it, then that's going to be an issue because you might leave germs.
The studio is like a recording studio or is a radio station?
It's a radio station. Okay, cool. You have to come down there and
well, sis, I ain't talked to you and you done got
Stop it. No. So when you reached out to me, what I say? The first time I said, look, I'm busy, I'm traveling a lot, but as soon as I sit still, I got you.
Yeah,
I'm here now. I ain't
okay. We ain't gonna do this we ain't arguing alone.
And I don't get up early Sunday mornings, bruh.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, no, I got love for you too. I know I appreciate you.
Whatever.
You know I aggravate the hell out you too though, so you might well come get out
in the name of Jesus. Y'all have no idea the mad Cuban man.
Yo,
he's over the top.
The question I got for you is, when you're doing these events and you talking to all these people, you say you did something big with all these celebrities. Do you still get nervous for things like that? Or
of course,
you do.
If you don't get nervous, then that means you feel like you're too big for anything. Yeah. Every celebrity that has even performed, the Jennifer Lopez, the Kanye West, they all have gotten nervous.
Yeah,
it's just part of the game. You get nervous when you do anything because that lets you know the realness and that you're still in tune with who you are. So yeah, I definitely get nervous. Even when I do Zoom, I don't do Zoom interviews anymore. I did that in the heart of COVID.
Yeah.
But even when I do interviews with celebrities now, I still get nervous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
butterflies or
Yeah,
something.
of course, because you don't want to. I'm very open. I'm an open book. So when you come to my studio as a celebrity, even as a regular schmegular person, I don't know what you got going on, but I'm gonna ask you what you don't want me to ask you or what you want me to ask you.
Yeah.
Because I want to be respectful of you. Disco asked me, hey, anything you want me to ask you? Nope. I'm an open book. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, again, I know how you are personally. I just didn't know.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know your mindset for coming today. I know
No.
you
You
know.
could ask me personal questions. I'll ask it. And just, I don't believe in lying. That's the reason why people follow me and respect me, because I keep it 100.
Right. Yeah.
Period.
So keeping it 100, we're gonna backtrack before you got married. When you were single, I can't wait for this answer. What was the biggest turn off for you when men approached you when you were single?
Oh God.
'Cause I know you're gonna keep it real with me.
Yeah. The biggest turn off for me was a man that would approach me with money. Like, I don't like that.
Trying to throw money at you. Huh?
You know, pull up in a nice car or be like, oh, let me take you out. Let me take you shop. Bro, I got my own Maserati. Bro, I got my own paper.
Yeah.
I don't need yours. And to me, if that's what you think you're going to get me, then all you're going to attract is the gold diggers. But that was the ultimate turn off to me, or hit me with a line like, ooh, I love your body. What? What if I'm a knucklehead? What if I am a walking blonde?
Tell them
a
to
dumb
call.
blonde?
Tell them to call me next time, and I'll
Yo.
give them a little history about you.
Okay.
Oh, man.
And trust me, I've calmed down tremendously. When Disco knew me, my mouth was
Firecracker.
what? What? My
What?
mouth was disrespectful.
Worse than mine. dog.
Yeah.
One time.
I've calmed down tremendously, because at the end of the day, business is business. And,
Yep.
you know, if you want sponsorship, people ain't going to mess with you when they see too much going on.
Yeah.
They'll respect you if you 100, but you got to learn how to tone it down.
Right.
So on my radio show, I'm very PG. I don't curse.
Mhm.
But on my podcast, I'll give you 30 minutes of me. Get it however you want it and take that with you. Bomb. Period. But no.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm not going to change who I am. But I learned that as you get older, the respect level changes. I'm not a young girl. I had somebody teach me a long time ago, you're a beautiful woman, but your mouth is your downfall.
Right. Mhm.
You got to learn how to control that potty mouth.
Yeah.
And so you've been good.
Very much.
Okay, we're gonna.
But I tell people all the time, you don't want to meet, can I curse?
Yeah.
You don't
You the one
want to meet
said you don't cuss. I ain't tell you not to cuss.
you don't want to meet that bitch Brooke.
Okay.
That bitch Brooke don't care about your mother, your father, your kids,
Right.
your sister, your dead grandmother. She don't care.
Mhm.
If you ever bring that bitch out of her dormant spot, trust me, you're going to be sitting there like,
Mhm.
damn, I would have never thought you could do that. Yeah, I could take a man's soul with my mouth. And I'm not talking about with my mouth on parts. I'm just talking about me talking to you.
I feel
Will
Talking.
take your soul.
She said talking, so that's
Talking
serious.
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Brooklyn
Um,
coming out.
Period. But other than that, I'm a real. I'm very
Okay.
smooth, and you come at me respectfully, I'm definitely gonna respect you. I had people approach me all the time in the mall, in the streets. I had a girl. I was at my mechanic shop the other day, and I'm on the phone in the parking lot talking to somebody, and this girl was on the other side of the medium. She was like, Brooklyn. I'm looking them, and I'm waving because I don't know who she is. I'm like, hey. I was like, who are you? She said, I follow you on the gram, but I knew that body anywhere, girl. So I'm real nice. I'm real
Yeah.
cool. As long as you come at me respectfully, we good money.
Yeah.
Period.
That's what's up. What you would consider like say like a weakness that you may have, something you might want to work on right now? I know you see you already got better with your mouth. Is there anything
Right.
else that you would consider yourself as a weakness or something you need to work on that might make you better or whatever?
I will say I have a issue with if I'm uncomfortable with something,
Mhm.
like if we have an argument or I'm not happy with a response, I won't argue with you.
Mm.
I just won't communicate. I'd be
Okay,
like,
shut down.
completely.
Mhm.
That's my downside of it. And I'm working on doing better with that. My significant other has a huge problem with that.
Yeah.
Because every time something doesn't, I'm not happy. Because when I love people, my people that I love, I'm going to curve my tongue and I feel like I got to back away for a minute. Let me calm my nerves. And then I'll
Yeah.
come back in a couple of hours. Because if I didn't care about you, nigga, when that lip right here snarls up, it's
on
going to
top.
be disrespectful.
Yeah.
So disrespectful. So when it comes to the people I love, I just learned to I'm doing better with just saying, but I have to learn not to just walk away. I need to learn how to deal with it.
Yeah.
I just don't like to deal with disappointments. I don't like to deal with issues. I just rather fall back until I can negotiate it in my brain, and then I'll come back and I'm a different person. But I have to calm down, because if I feel like you coming at me in a threatful way, the first thing I want to do is like, bitch, who the fuck you think you talking to? That's what I want to do. But when I love you, I can't come at you like that,
Right.
because it won't end well. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But luckily, everybody in my circle know how I am, so we don't have them problems. So all my people that I love, y'all know I'm still working. I'm a working pro.
So speaking of working,
all are.
what's a day like in Brooklyn's world from beginning to end?
Okay, well, when I have my youngest one, I get her every other week. When me and her dad have joint custody, it's get up 4 a.m, get her ready for school, drop her off 45 minutes at school, come back, situate myself, meditate, pray, do some work on the computer, get up, head to my studio, do some editing, get ready for the new shows coming in, promoting my body language spa, ordering products, you know what I'm saying? Then before I know it, it's back to picking up the baby, come home, do homework, cook, clean, bathe, bed. But when it's just me for the week, it's just constantly moving. It's just no sit still. Because even when I leave here, I got 3 more interviews to go to.
Wow. Schedule of a hustler. There you go.
Always.
3 more interviews to go to. But it comes with the territory. You know, it's just, when you sign up, for people complain about it, I'm like, but you signed up for this life.
Yeah.
So when you sign up for this life, you ain't gonna always like this life. It ain't gonna always be happy. You gonna have people come for you and check you at the door. You gotta watch what you say to people.
Right.
Because you never know what that person could come back and do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not even what physically could they do, the negativity and energy they could put out in the air for you.
Burn your bridges.
There you go.
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
I don't believe in, even when I was with Highly Unique Radio, when I left, it was a lot of bad blood that came from them too.
Hey, what's
But I
going on,
couldn't
everybody? It's
understand-
your man, DISCO100. Happy Sunday to everybody out there. I just wanted to touch some base with y'all folks early this morning, Sunday. A lot of things going on with this platform, and I just want to give out some special thanks, support from certain people. Everybody that came along with the ride from the very beginning, that's with me right now. I appreciate y'all. We hit a number that's put me to another tier, we're going to say right now, with the platform. And I'm asking anybody that's interested in being a part of this platform while it's growing, rates are good, to hit me up, 678-532-3805. This is not really event mode. This is just me reaching out to certain people that don't mind supporting the platform. It's a shame that I reached out to certain folks out there. That's somebody that got a big name, but I can't get no responses, but it's all good, because guess what? In due time, I'll be ready. They'll be ready, or I'll be ready, however you want to do it. But special shout out to all the ones who came along for this ride. Due to circumstances, I will be here a little more often now. Don't want to get into the details of it, but God don't make no mistakes. So I'm looking forward to just being at peace of what I got going on, and just trying to stay busy as much as I can. Again, not really event mode on Sunday. Just want to tell everybody thank y'all. I appreciate y'all, and please continue to support. Special shout out to everybody. I can't say it enough. Special shout out to everybody who came along for the ride and who got my back. It's a shame, but it's a blessing in disguise. I had to learn a lot of stuff myself, because y'all know your boy impatient, but I had to, dig it out. If anybody interested in having a show, please contact me. Any small businesses out there who want to come on the show on Saturdays, all I ask is a donation. If you feel in your heart to give me $5, $10, $1, $10, whatever it may be, on Saturdays from 1 to 2, I will permit a small business or a big business owner to put their particular company out there. On Mondays, we have Brain Behind the Beauty, which we select a model to come on the show on Mondays. And yeah, from do a show on Mondays from 6 to 7. Also, we got the G Spot from 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Tuesdays, if I forget anybody, please forgive me. On Tuesdays, we have the Jay Gerard Show from 6 to 7:30. Porch Monkey Podcast from 8 to 9:30. Wednesdays, we have Minister Stanley Howard, Men on Point, from 6 to 7:30, followed up by
Welcome back to our podcast. My name is
Podcast
Trinice,
show.
and we have, of course, our founder, Sean Smith. We are
8 to 9:30. And on Thursdays, we got Uncle Melv, Neighborhood Stars, from 6 to 7:30. Soon as he get off the air, we got comedian Twerk T. She features independent artists from 8 to 9, 15-ish, 9:30. And on Saturdays, we have Next Level Recruit with Jay Baker, and we feature the future athletes of tomorrow from 11 to 12. And again, the small business show from 1 to 2. And then we have Black Push Newbie Court, which is a company that helps provide services for new business owners. And they are from 3 o'clock till 4 o'clock. And then we have Real Talk with New Order at 5 to 6:30 on Saturday. And then today on Sunday, we have the Double Trouble with me and my dog, Quasar, from 11 to 11:30, 12:30. Then I got my man Kemp and Evan E. Terrell. We do something every Sunday, just freestyling from 1 to 2. So again, I thank everybody, and please come along for the ride. Again, this was just a public announcement to everybody. Just continue to support me. Again, due to some circumstances, I'll be here a little more often. So you'll see a lot more of me, more of a relaxed type mode. So thank y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And thanks for the support. Again, continue to support DISCO100 Radio, YouTube, subscribe. It's free. Tell somebody to tell somebody. And let's get this thing going, man. I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all.
Police officer down there a lot in this restaurant. So really, it's kind of like the go-between. And these men and women, they have done countless of things. They get with the schools in those particular districts. They set up events with the schools. They'll also go into HOAs. They set up neighborhood watches. They'll go and talk about elder abuse or any kind of crime prevention, things of that nature. So they do a lot of things out in the community. We also have our PAL program, which is under my purview, the Police Athletic League, if you know anything about that. I know the city of Atlanta has. I think this originated out of the city of New York many, many, many years ago. But we've had a PAL program since about 2011.
oh wow.
And it's made up of, we have PAL track team, football, basketball, baseball,
You
soccer.
on any one of those teams?
Am I what?
On any one of those teams?
No, I helped. Now I did play college football, so I'm able to help out with the football camp.
Yeah.
So that's in my wheelhouse. But everything else, no. Actually, our PAL track team has competed in national amateur track meets.
Oh, wow.
We actually, I think we placed in the top 20 in 9 events.
Wow.
Over the last several years. So the track team is off the chain. So we have the track, we have the PAL, and just on a side note, the officers on the streets, I could tell you, I could give you countless of lists on where you got officers that have actually came up on particular situations where they've reached out in their own pockets and paid for people to stay in hotel rooms, or, you know, if you had homeless people that they've set up in hotels for a couple of nights, you know, come across families that just didn't have any. Am I still good?
Yeah, he's still good.
So I didn't want to take out the fact. I know we're talking about just specific community things, but we have a bunch of officers. I mean, they see you on the side of the road. They change tires. I had one guy. He's a mechanic on the side. This lady broke down on the side of the road. He went down to the Advanced Auto Part, got a part for the car, and worked on it on the side of the road and fixed it and got it going. Those type of things that you don't see the news media is wanting to broadcast. They want to broadcast all the negative. But these are the type of things that my men and women are doing every day that needs to be talked about.
And no lie, I mean, I know that to be a fact. I remember one time I was in a rental car. I was coming down East-West Connector, and I'm trying to ride without no gas. I think I can make it. I literally got stopped on East-West Connector, like right there where it converts over to Barrett Parkway.
Yes.
And I was stuck in the middle of the road, and the police officers came, and they spent like 30 minutes because we couldn't figure out how to get the car into manual transmission. And once I got into manual, like I'm in the car, and like 2 officers pushed me off on the side of the street. I could tell, and I stopped. I let go of the manual transmission, so the car just stopped on them. And it was like, oh, my back. And they kept, and we got it back, and they pushed us out. And by the time I got the car, they was gone. But hey, I was off the side of the street. And I tried to offer them something for free. So, okay. But I know that for a fact. And I think that, like you said, it's important that we talk about some of those things, talk about what the county is doing from that perspective. Because we don't hear enough of that. We don't hear enough of what officers are doing. And like, from your opinion, what is it going to take to build a relationship back with the community in law enforcement?
It's going to, I'm going to be honest, it's incumbent upon, I think, more of the police department than citizens. I mean, we got a lot of catching up to do. And traditional policing, it was always, hey, no comment. Or we can't tell you this. We can't tell you that. Everything was a secret.
Right.
It was kept behind the blue wall, right? Now, police chiefs and police leadership around the country realize that those days are over. The times of no comment is over. So what's going to happen is, or need to happen, is there got to be more transparency on our side of the house. We got to be able to relinquish those walls, right? And go in and let the people come in. Let them come into our facilities. Let them see what we're doing. You know, we was talking about something similar earlier, is that, you know, we got to be more transparent. And I think once that happens, I think you'll start seeing that gap close up. But on the flip side, citizens have got to allow us to be able to do that. They got to be able to have these tough conversations on both sides. So you come at me with some serious conversation, a question, I'm good with it. But hey, I'm about to come back with you to you for some too. So you got to be.
Yeah, because we just had a real,
real
detailed conversation.
We can debate and talk about it all day, as long as we keep it respectful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with it. Yeah. So that's what's going to have to happen.
So I had a question, Deputy Sheriff. When I was in Florida, I worked with some police down there that during the marches when everything was going on, and we had set up a community organization committee board. Do y'all have one in Atlanta by chance?
Well, now when you say Atlanta, we just make sure because
I'm not
a lot
from
of
here.
people,
I'm from
I know.
Florida. Yeah, I'm from
so
Florida,
when everybody say Atlanta, they think about Atlanta Police Department, right? So because it's like 4,000 police departments.
Exactly.
Specifically cops.
Right. So, but yeah, as far as you're talking about like with a citizen review board type thing, no, we do not have one in Cobb County. Now that has come up in several.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's your man, DISCO100. I'm back on Saturday with our small business, future business show, and I have the pleasure in the building. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm glad I'm gonna give you some respect. You one of my first ones to get her on time. I've been doing it for a while, and you know how we do.
Yes.
And do me a favor, get close to that mic for me.
Sure. Yes.
All right. Got your lovely hat on.
Thank you very much.
So real quick, I reached out to you because I seen, I see potential.
Yes.
And I see real grinders and real professional people.
Yes.
And I'm glad you came.
Thank you.
On short notice.
Well, thank you for having me.
No problem. So real quick, you tell everybody that's watching a little bit about yourself, how far you want to go is up to you.
Okay. Thank you everybody for coming out and watching me. I started off at a small venue space in Buckhead called the Buckhead Venue, and that's where I got basically a lot of experience and wanted to take it further. My next place that I started working at after I left Buckhead Venue, I was with Metro Wealth Studio. So I'm sure a lot of people remember me back when I was Metro Wealth Studio. It was a filming production facility, and we did a lot of recording there. We did a lot of photography there, and I loved it. I had the best mentor in the world, Mr. Man Robinson. I learned a lot from him to the point where I can take it to my next venture. Starting this week, I will be opening up a photo shoot studio, which will be located in Sandy Springs, Georgia. I will have 2 photo shoot rooms.
Okay.
I will have a green room and I will have a white room.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that project.
That's what's up.
I'm so excited.
So what's the difference between, I know for me in this studio, green room for me is basically throwing images like what we have behind you right now.
Exactly.
It'd be the same thing.
I don't think I will cover as much as you cover because we're just shooting. We're
Okay.
shooting models, we're shooting artists, we're shooting actors. So we're just shooting. So
Okay.
I don't need as much,
I got you.
space, but I love it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cause I never knew how it worked with the photography.
Green room can take you anywhere in the world you want to go.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
and a lot of photographers call and are requesting a green room
Okay, cool.
more than anything. And green room is good when you're doing podcasts too.
Correct.
Green room's excellent.
That's what we doing.
That's right.
That's what's
That's
up.
Why
That's
I'm
what's up.
here. That's why I'm here.
That's what's up. Yeah, I like your spirit. I like your drive.
Yeah. And what about my hat?
I like the hat.
Oh,
I like the hat.
You like my hat?
I like the hat. Got the green swag on.
Yes, yes,
Good
yes.
looking gorgeous.
Yes, that's about money. Green money. Green money.
That's your favorite color.
Exactly.
So what made you get into photography?
Well, I like the after effects.
Okay.
I think a camera is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're in front of the camera, you just let loose.
Okay.
Especially if you got a good photographer rolling with you.
Yeah.
I just love that part of photography.
And as anybody that like growing up, I know we all have people we look up to. I'm not familiar with photographers, so I don't
Right.
know if there's anybody stands out that you may have looked up to as a photographer.
Well, it was funny you said that.
I don't know anything about it as far as that part goes.
I wanted to decorate my studio with old cameras. I found this place in Chamblee.
Okay.
So I brought at least about maybe 50 old school cameras. Back in the day, vintage cameras. Yeah.
Okay.
Back in the day when my dad
We have
used to
another
take us to the-
we have another beautiful person in the building, but she don't want to be seen, fellas. So you'll hear her voice in a minute. I'm sorry.
I interrupted. Sorry.
You
It's
good?
okay, that's my homie right there.
You
That's
good?
my homie. Love it to death. So I brought a lot of vintage cameras, old school, like back in the day when my dad used to take us to the Bronx Zoo.
Okay.
And those old cameras, you sit there and roll. So, but really, I just enjoyed it back then.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, and especially working with Metro Wealth, I've grown to appreciate
Okay.
photography. I've grown to appreciate.
So when you say appreciate it, do you look at art? Do you look at photography as like artwork?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's art. It's art. It's a technique to it.
Okay.
It's a technique to it.
All right, being that you're a woman now, right? Here go a trick question.
Here we go.
If you could take a picture of a grown man right now,
Uh-oh.
who would it be?
Oh, Lord have mercy. If I could take a picture of a grown man, who
Barack
would
Obama?
it be? Tank.
Tank?
Yes.
Okay, you a Tank fan.
Oh, yes.
I thought you were gonna say like everybody's the Idrises and the Chestnuts and
Well, only thing what I like about, what you just said and about Tank is that when you're shooting, you got to see the curves.
okay,
You got to see the beauty.
okay,
You know what I'm saying? And to me, Tank has a nice upper part.
okay.
So everything is cut perfect. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
like
so
somebody
it
drew
will-
'em.
Right. It will look good on film.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Without your shirt on.
I
Now,
got
if
you.
you're taking someone fully dressed,
Uh-huh.
I can say that the person that I love photos fully dressed, golly, I'm like John King.
Okay.
He's a friend of mine. He's an author. He
Okay.
takes excellent pictures. Excellent.
Okay. So when you talk about photography, I see a little glow.
You see a glow?
I see a little glow on your face.
What?
Like that's
I tell you, that's my niche.
yeah.
That's my niche.
So are you the one that gives us the suggestions? Like if I walk in your studio right now, me being who I am right now, and I say,
You're kind of cute though.
thank you, Mom, I appreciate that. If I say, Robin, hook me up, like give me a backdrop, give me about, I want a whole photo shoot. What would you imagine putting me at, or is that your your style or your gift?
Well, first thing I would like to meet you first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And check you out for a minute, you know, and find out where is your strength behind the camera and where's your weakness.
Okay.
Because see, we're gonna have to sell this product.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So
got
I think that's the key right there.
I got you. And now being that this young lady with you right now does makeup, do y'all put makeup on men too?
Yes.
She said that quick, y'all.
You know why? I've been doing it for 40 years in the makeup industry.
I want her in this camera, y'all. I'm gonna make her get in this other chair.
Go ahead.
What happened?
I need her to get in that other chair.
You're getting in the chair?
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did it, y'all.
Okay.
She gonna get in the other chair.
It was convincing.
We gonna make it do what it do.
All right, come on.
See, we do this show is pretty
Come
much
on, friend.
is
Left it for my friend Robin.
cut your microphone on, Mom.
This is her spot right here.
But being that you do the makeup and stuff, I want to know how that ties into the photography as well. So my question was, how do you know about, like, will Robin tell you? I don't know her first name.
Deborah.
Will Robin tell you, Deborah, they need makeup or don't need makeup, or would that be Deborah's? Will she tell you? How would y'all know that I need some makeup?
Well, I respect her opinion on anything. You know, she did my hair today, but
It look good.
you know,
She
other
did mine
events I
too.
went, you know, she did my makeup, so
Okay.
I respect her opinion. You know, just as much as she respect mine.
Okay.
So go ahead, let her take the mic and let you know what's going on.
Yeah, how do you go about doing makeup when it comes to photography?
Well, we have to look behind the camera first and look at your angles and look at how you come on the camera.
Okay.
So if you need more contour, men have bald heads, some of them, so we have to take the shine off. So we have to use powder and to take that glow off. Otherwise you'd be shining bright like a sun.
Wow. Wow.
You know, and then if you have dark circles, we have to get rid of the dark circles. If you have a beard, we have to groom that. If you don't want gray to show, we put black in there or a color in there, you know,
Okay.
to get all the color out.
I didn't know all that happened.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah,
You learn
lips.
something new every
With
day.
lips, you can't have dry, cracked lips.
Mm.
So we put, you know, a
On
nice
men?
vitamin E balm on the lips. Yes, men got to groom too
I didn't know.
in front of camera.
They ain't putting it on my lips. I mean,
You know,
I do
and we
chapstick,
also,
so-
if you have topless shirts, we etched in abs for you too.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause I got tattoos all over my body, so I have to be
That makes it more
makeup.
sexy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to make okay. That's what's up.
Are you gonna be my first?
Oh yeah, I will.
client?
I'll be.
Okay.
I'll do a little something.
Okay.
So what do you see? What do you see Robin Ness? And how'd you come up with the name? Matter of fact.
Well, robin's nest is like a bird's nest.
Yeah.
It's where it all began.
Okay.
You know, it's mothering.
Okay.
You know, and I had many clients.
Okay.
You know, that came through. You know, either they did a photo shoot, a recording studio, and now they prosper. They're doing their thing now, but they remember back in the day
Where it started.
where they started.
That's what's up.
hmm
That's what's up.
And she's a duster.
Okay.
She likes to feed and cook for people.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I wish I'd
and
have
she
known
throws
that.
down some food. Let me tell you.
I wish I would have known. That would have been my first line on fire. I was like, look here, Robin. I need to bring me some homemade macaroni and cheese.
But you know,
You know, when I came down here, I moved down here from New York, New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
The first thing she did is cook for me.
So I didn't know that, Robin.
but I did bring you something. I know.
For men?
Yes.
We take roses?
Yes.
Oh,
Women give men roses.
that's what's up. I never,
Sure
my
do.
first time woman gave me roses. Appreciate
You're
that.
gonna learn something today. You're
Appreciate
gonna
that.
Learn something today.
Appreciate that.
Mm,
That's what's up. That's and you my first gift I done got in 4 months up here.
Get out of here.
Yeah, see, I see it. All our people take care of their people.
God, that's
Can't
right.
put us in the same category.
God put good people in your life for a reason.
That's what's up. So speaking of that, what's your inspiration behind the photography?
Boy, that's a good question.
Cause like I say, I notice when you talk about it,
Yes.
it's like you get that high. And no disrespect
Yes.
to little mama here, but you know what I'm talking about high. Is
Right.
that glow.
That
Right.
glow. I think because I'm getting younger in life, and I want to find my niche, and I want to just coast the rest of the way.
Okay.
I don't want to think hard. I don't want to struggle anymore. I don't want to have to worry. So if opening up a photo studio and having clients come in, and I'm good with that.
Okay.
I'm good. Becoming an entrepreneur, you know, owning my own,
Yeah.
you know, that's a beautiful thing.
Now, since the COVID-19, has that made you push harder for your studio? Because I know in some people's situations, at their own jobs, they lost hours, they lost pay, and they had to really struggle. But if you know you've been your own boss, you make your own decisions. So they have any kind of effect on you pushing it harder to get this off the ground?
Well, I think during the COVID is the best time. If you got a product, a brand, you know, right now is the best time to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? I know people say, well, I got to get a business loan. I got to do this and that. No, you know, save your pennies. We're not spending much money right now. So you might as well put it to something that's longevity.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so that's my main friend. I'm just looking forward to coasting. And everything I do moving forward today is for my grandkids.
Grandkids.
right.
I
For my
would never think
grandkids.
grandkids.
For my grandkids.
Okay.
I have 3 beautiful
Can
grandkids.
you give them a shout out to the grandbabies?
Oh my God. Shout out to Nella. Shout out to Kaylin. Shout out, what? Oh, it's Nella, Kaylin. How many I got?
Oh, I don't know.
Woo,
Oh, come on,
I
G-Ma.
got one, and she's sitting right here.
Come on, G-Ma. Let's get it now. We got to get it right,
So
G-Ma.
shout out to my 3, you know, grandkids, because everything I do, you know, is for them.
Okay, that's
you
what's
know,
up.
I have a son, a beautiful son.
Okay.
And I also have 2 beautiful, I love them to death, stepchildren.
Okay.
That is 100% part of my life. And shout out to you, Ashley, and shout out to you, little Daryl. So right now it's for right now what I'm doing moving forward is
Okay.
for my kids.
Okay.
Bottom line.
Now, how do how do they reach you? Like, how do you get your clients?
Facebook,
Okay.
Instagram,
Okay.
word of mouth.
Okay.
That's the best thing.
I think word of mouth working for everybody because
Yes.
Facebook and Instagram not discourage you.
Right, right.
You got so many people up under you that's not gonna support you.
No, and you,
You know.
gotta keep your face out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you also gotta protect your brand
Correct.
and protect your name.
Correct.
Out there. Right now, I don't have to market as much as I used to because right now I'm hitting like 10,000 followers on Facebook,
That's what's up.
about 7,000 followers on Instagram.
That's what's up.
And now it's more like my calls are coming in are, hey Robin, I was referred to you by,
You're perfect.
you know, and then I call that referred to by and say thank you.
Perfect.
Because it's like a seed, you put it out there and watch how we grow.
That's right. Amen.
I also is event planner. And I have mansions, venues, houses, boats. I'm like
Y'all hear
the
that watching? I'm sorry. I got a lot of people that's in the other line of business. She got mansions. She got the hookup. Now y'all know
got
who
the
y'all are
hookup.
watching. All right.
I got the hookup. So let's say if you call me and say, hey, I need one of your mansions. I'm having a party for like 50 people, 100 people. I'm the to-go-to person.
Okay.
But I have to let you know because of the COVID right now, everything is narrowing down to 50 people. You know, because they're being careful right now.
Okay.
Most brides push their weddings back to like August and September because we're waiting for this COVID.
So I want you to let everybody know we're not just talking about studio.
Right.
Okay, see.
Right.
We're talking about outside. You do outside stuff too.
Yes, I do outside
Okay,
stuff too.
okay,
yes.
cool.
So, and that's been keeping me busy, knock on wood.
That's right.
It's been keeping me busy, knock on wood. So, you know, now that I'm doing the photo studio, you know what I'm saying? So let's say if somebody's doing a play or we doing let's say someone's having a wedding and want to do a bridal party, photo shoot party. You know what I'm saying? That's where I come in at.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to I'm keeping it separate, but I'm gonna try to, you know, intervene when I can.
Okay, and you're gonna tie in the makeup with the stuff too, right?
And so my makeup buddy here,
That's what's
you know, and I'm big on referrals.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? I believe in that. That's
Cool.
the way to go.
Cool.
You know, so if I get somebody that comes say, hey, do you have a makeup artist? Bam.
Cool.
You know, hey, do you have a photographer? Bam.
Cool.
You know, so.
So what got you into makeup, if you don't mind me talking to you 1 second?
I was an art student in New York City.
You was a who?
Art student.
Okay, she got that deep accent.
I'm from New York. You
Yeah,
can hear
I
it,
can
right?
hear. Ain't no lie. You ain't from Miami. I know you from New York.
I studied art,
Okay.
but I wanted my artwork to walk around.
Okay.
And that's when I started doing makeup for people.
That's what's up. How did you meet her?
Robin and I grew up together in New
Oh,
Jersey.
so y'all know each other.
I've known
We've
her before I became a
since
woman.
40,
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
45 years.
Don't tell y'all
That's
age
been a
now.
long time.
Oh boy.
Yeah, y'all heard that?
Teenagers. Don't tell us.
Yeah.
We the old lady game. We the old lady game.
Beautiful, beautiful though.
Old
Beautiful.
lady game
Beautiful.
right here.
Yep.
So, anything you won't do with photography
That I won't do.
that you won't accept?
You really, there's no, you know, you really can't say you won't do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like a money aspect, but everybody's out here grinding.
Okay.
You know, so you know, hey, if it's clean, you bring it to me. You know what I'm saying? And if it sounds good, hey, go ahead. Here we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
You know, I don't want to stop anybody hustle.
What has been the most unusual request you done got so far? Or is that the right word I use? Or you want to please to deal with it or want to no parts of it? Any crazy requests?
Yeah, I did have one. I'm okay because
Don't
of my
tell it
age.
all.
Don't put the names out there.
Don't
Because
tell it
of my
all.
age bracket, you know what I'm saying? I'm grooving with the OGs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I had a young girl who wanted to have an event.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wasn't aware of what type. I didn't do the research.
It was twerking probably.
It
but
was
go ahead.
twerking.
Yeah.
But I didn't know until I had to ask one of my kids, you know, like, you know, this person right here, what's up with her? Oh Lord, you know. So that's why I'm gonna bring in my sons to help me to deal with the younger generation, because they're doing a lot more different than what the older generation is doing. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And I need to be educated, you know, just a little bit.
Okay.
So I had a bad incident when I didn't know her clientele. I didn't know anything.
Okay.
You know, and I didn't want my name a part of anything. And also I got to be careful too now with having my name on some things because of the virus.
Wow.
You know, so these wild parties that people having, you know, you hate to turn them down, but you really don't want your name on it, because then, you know, even though we're being watched, you know what I'm saying, they're putting you on the radar.
But you know what though? I've been DJing I've been DJing for 15, 16 years myself. And I stopped DJing because of COVID.
Right.
So I ain't DJ since March last year.
Wow.
But I found out the promoters now,
Yes.
they're getting locked up.
Yes.
So if they
Yes.
throw events,
Right.
so
Right.
you'll get locked up plus the
Right.
promoter because
That's
you threw
right.
an event and it wasn't handled
Well,
right.
she owns the venues. She owns the venues.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Oh.
Yeah.
If she let a promoter come in there
Right.
knowing what he doing
Mhm.
and somebody catch the COVID,
Yes.
she getting locked up, he getting locked up.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Exactly. And a lot of people need to work this here.
Yeah.
You know, they're
Well,
not
we
doing
do it on precaution, but as far, you know, I hate to say it, it don't mean nothing.
No, it doesn't. But I mean,
Because when I had COVID back in October, I had no temperature. So you can do that, and that was normal.
Yeah.
You know, so you just have to stay home. If you feel a cough and have no taste and have no smell, you stay home.
I eat too much.
You
for
know,
Robin came in eating, so we're gonna put it out there. Robin got her little grub on. She fed me too, so we worked out. We got out to a good start.
I'm gonna shut it down. Let me not take something. I'm shutting everything down. Nobody move. Nobody get hurt.
So, Miss Robin, what do
Yes,
you
sir.
see? What do you see Robin Nest at? And let's say I'm gonna give you a 2-part question. In 5 years, what do you see Robin Nest at?
Nationwide.
Wow, that's
I
what I'm
want to
talking about.
start here in Atlanta.
Okay.
And I want to move. What I'm also offering at the Robin's Nest is membership.
Okay, tell me how that is.
Well, I want at least to bring on at least about 100 photographers throughout the United States. So that way
I
they'll
got two
have
for
a
you.
home.
I got two for you.
Yeah. There we go too. That way they'll have a photography studio home.
Okay.
Instead of flying into Atlanta, calling around, you're on all the websites trying to find you a place. But hey, that's right, I got a membership at the Robin's Nest, you know, and because you have priority over, you know, if something's already scheduled,
That's
you know
what's
what I'm
up.
saying, I can just bring you in. And I have
I
two
never.
rooms.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why I can't get you in when you get in. Like I have a guy that flew in from Minnesota. He's in town today. And so, yes, you know, that's where I'm going.
That's neat. So that's neat. That's neat. That's actually what it is. Robin Nest.
Yes,
It's
that's
a
it.
nest.
Robin Nest is where it all begins.
And so now let's go 10 years.
From 10 years from now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be on. We'll be going.
I'm retiring in 10
It's
years.
a wrap.
Y'all call
It's a
it.
wrap. Camera down. It's a wrap.
So we're gonna pass it on to the
Someone else.
grandkids.
Yeah,
Pass it on to
grandkids
somebody
got it.
else.
You know what I'm saying? I'm done.
Okay.
Sell the brand.
Hey, you think so? To the
Yeah,
kids?
you can't. No, sell it to a corporation or.
That kind of that sound nice though.
We talking about it live. What's up? What we
My
gonna do?
friend talking. That sound good to me.
Yeah. So, what's next for you? Like, when you leave here today, what is a typical day for Robin? Typical day, Monday through Friday. What we doing all day?
Well, first thing I do is get in the car and I pull out all my credit cards and I check the balance. Hey, Debbie,
That's the first time I got that answer.
You don't do that? I line them all up on the dashboard like this, bam, bam, bam. And I call them through the car, you know, because I got to really hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
You have, you have.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. What I do maybe once a week, I go on my phone and I see what I got left.
Yes.
Because I got to remind myself the due dates.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
always throw it off because I got so much going on, and I don't like to
Right.
be late for nothing.
No, exactly. That phone is something else.
Yeah.
That phone is I guess do a little shopping. You know, because I'm opening up the new studio, I need so much.
So you check a credit card so you can go spend them.
Of course.
So you want to check it on so you can make sure you caught up.
No, caught up. Caught up. What's that? What's that? Yeah, I have to go shopping, buy some things. I know everybody does this Amazon but I want to touch my stuff.
Okay.
I want to see, when I'm buying.
So what made y'all move here, if y'all don't mind me asking? Both y'all,
Now
are
you're
y'all?
getting personal.
Yeah, I know.
Debbie, will you
I
tell
don't
this
mind.
nice?
I'm not saying personal's fault. If it's something personal's
No,
fault,
I'm just
family.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
I'm just
I don't want to
kidding. I'm
know.
just kidding.
Oh,
I don't want no ex-husband looking for me and all that kind of stuff. I'm not.
Go ahead, Debbie. You want to go first?
Yes, I can go first.
Okay.
I came down here when I got divorced.
See, I knew it. I'm sorry, bro.
I came down here in 2018 because my son moved down here 3 years prior with my granddaughter
Okay.
and my daughter-in-law. So I figured,
The
listen,
cutie pie.
I'm near 60
Hey.
years old. If I don't get married again, my son got to take care of me. So I'm coming down here who's going to feed me when I'm older.
So you single,
I'm single.
fellas? Y'all
And I
watching?
told my granddaughter, I said, listen, Ava, I said, Nana is crazy. I carry a gun and never put me in a nursing home.
Wow, that part.
Mm,
Now I know
that's
Robin
scary.
carries something.
That's.
I know Robin carry a gun. 'Cause Robin
She's
crunk.
really- huh?
I know you carry one. You crunk.
That's the first thing I did when I moved down here.
Robin crunk. I know she got one
look,
somewhere.
Debbie doesn't think I should.
Shoot.
Yeah, she crunk.
Because
Robin.
she don't think I'm like I'm a little timid. Like I have to call her when we go places to
Yeah.
bring, to come
Bring that
'cause-
thing.
Yeah.
I'm going crazy,
Every
right?
time we go somewhere, she go, "All right, girl, I'm ready to go. I got it.
That's the first- that's right. The
she
first
like,
thing
I
we
got
did.
it. We good. Let's roll. Let's roll. We be just
The reason
rolling.
why I asked why y'all moved here because I know everybody moved. I moved here from Miami,
Right.
but I know everybody. 90% of people move here because it's called the Black Hollywood, Atlanta.
Well,
That's why I
I,
asked if that's the reason why y'all.
I
know.
moved here. Same thing.
Okay.
I got divorced.
Okay.
And I moved to Atlanta, me and my son.
Okay.
And it was a big transition for me. But you know what? I stepped out on faith, and I knew that God had my back.
Okay.
And I had a skill. If you got a skill in your back pocket, you can go anywhere you want to go.
Okay.
And if you can't make it in Atlanta, you can't make it nowhere else.
Correct.
So I'm the oldest girl of 13.
Mm.
And when I left New Jersey, I think about maybe 5 came with me.
Mm.
So now we're missing 3, I think, to move to Atlanta. So family's here.
So when it comes to camera, because I don't want to ask an ignorant question, but that's your profession and makeup is yours. Is there really a difference on cameras that